Hello everybody, this is Shady here, and for today's video I'm going to do a collection video, but something a little different to the typical one. So today I'm going to show you some of my favorite things in my collection. So obviously these aren't going to all be necessarily gaming related, but just things that I have, because I'm into a lot of different things as well, like movies and anime and the like. So it's kind of a little bit of a mix of a few different things. Obviously, it's mainly gaming related because I'm a game collector first and foremost. And yeah, I really hope you like this beautiful framing of my door and kind of a corner angle. I thought I'd mix it up a bit. Instead of showing my white wall, I thought I'd show the white door instead. Yeah, change things up. But anyway, so the first thing in my collection I want to show you is actually a video game guide. It's a thing that's kind of still kind of around. You still get the odd one here and there for certain games, but yeah, it's more of a rarity now anyway. And the one I want to talk about is this one, the one for Sekiro: Shadows Die Twice. Yeah, there's a cool thing on the back there. So, okay, first of all, you probably want to know what the hell is Sekiro if you don't, obviously. So obviously, everyone knows that you have From Software, who obviously made the Souls games and tons of other games before that. Kingsfield, blah, blah, all sorts. But obviously they're famous for these Souls-like games, Elden Ring being the latest one. But yeah, one game they did, kind of still in the style of a Souls game, was Sekiro: Shadows Die Twice. And what's really interesting about this is, you see, because like Dark Souls, Demon Souls, Bloodborne, Elden Ring, all basically pretty much play exactly the same in terms of the gameplay. Sekiro, on the other hand, you're playing as this guy, Wolf, who's a samurai. And the story is about him kind of like protecting this young prince or something. And yeah, it has this like really incredible deep combat system. Like, it might be the best combat system I've played in any action game. It is incredible. I really hope we get a sequel or another one like this. I know this is kind of my own headcanon, but in my opinion, obviously we had like the Souls games, and then the game Neo came out, which was Team Ninja's take on the Souls game. And it basically created a Souls game, but with a really kind of in-depth, kind of almost Ninja Gaiden-esque kind of hack and slash combat system. And then I really feel like this felt like From Software's response to that. Like, yeah, we can do the same thing. But yeah, the key in this game anyway is like parrying and kind of about being more kind of aggressive with the enemies. You can also kind of stealth around and stuff. But yeah, I love this game guide. I don't have any other ones for the From Software games. I do have quite a collection. But yeah, this is one of the latest ones I got. And obviously, yeah, you get all these like, you get basically all this awesome artwork. You get full walkthrough of the game, tells you what to do. Obviously, you still have to get good, as any Souls fan knows. But yeah, it's just a really awesome guide. And yeah, I'm just glad I have this in my collection. As you can see, it's like proper hardback one. The thing with all the From Software ones, they were all in this like beautiful hardback design, which is something I really love. The thing is, they don't just do these. They usually do like design works and ones where they'll have all the stuff to do with the the artwork and the world design and all that stuff for basically all the games. I think for like, if I'm correct, Elden Ring has like a guide and then like 2 separate design works or something. It's crazy. But yeah, this is awesome. And obviously that's just the first one in the collection. Next up, just what I think is a really interesting release. And yeah, that's Resident Evil Deadly Silence. Obviously, as everyone knows, maybe if you watched the channel before, I love the Resident Evil series. It's one of my favorites of all time. And basically, for like the 10th year anniversary of the release of the original Resident Evil, I'm pretty sure it was the 10th year anniversary. Might be a little bit after that. But basically, they ported the original Resident Evil to the DS, as you can see in the back there. But what was really interesting about this release of the game is it added a lot of like extra content. Basically, the DS, as you know, has 2 screens and the bottom touchscreen. So basically, you had 2 separate modes. You had original mode, which basically just played like the PS1 version. And then you had Rebirth, which added like all these extra little DS style things, like these little mini games and stuff. Then there was even like a versus game and everything. But the coolest thing about this is it adds the quick turn from like Resident Evil 3 and onwards sort of thing. I think actually it was in 2 as well, wasn't it? And then, yeah, one of the most interesting things is the knife is like a separate item, like Resident Evil 4. You at the touch of a button, it just comes out, so it doesn't need to take up your inventory like it would have to in the original game. And yeah, it's just an awesome version of the game. It even has like exclusive costumes and just random stuff like that. And yeah, I just think it's an amazing release. I think it's a little bit more on the pricey side now, obviously. I picked it up like, I think probably when I had my 3DS, so quite a few years back. It came out in 2006, by the way, so yeah, I don't know, maybe like 2011 or something like 2012, 13, I probably picked it up. But yeah, now it's a little bit more pricey. Another cool thing is obviously you can like skip cutscenes and do animations and all that stuff. So yeah, really great version. Obviously it doesn't look quite as good as like the PS1 version or like the new GOG release or whatever, but it's still good. And yeah, it's definitely one I'm glad I have in my collection. Next up, this is one I've shown a few times, but yeah, this is Pandora's Tower, limited edition for the Wii. This is one of the like few kind of collector's editions I have for the Wii, and also it's one of the few, I've shown this already in a couple of other videos, but this is one of the cool things I like about this. So this collector's edition has the black Wii case. This was the thing in Japan to distinguish regular with mature Wii games. And this is like the only game that did that, because they just stuck with the motif, I guess, because it works with the black and all that. Also, it comes with like this amazing steelbook that I just freaking love. Yeah, a little, and a cool art book as well. The Art of Pandora's Tower, or Pandora's Tower, the art book. Yeah, just really cool. Yeah, give me a good deluxe edition like this and I'm happy. This is one thing I love about the, you know, some of the Square Enix re-releases and stuff, or when they release big games, they will always do these sorts of things. It really irritates me that, so this is like an aside, if you will, but what really annoys me is nowadays, like, deluxe editions are just a bunch of shitty DLC that could have just been included in the game and like a couple of days early access, and you're paying 100 quid. It's so stupid. Back here, deluxe editions were like things that you got, tangible shit. Steelbooks. Give me a steelbook and an art book and I'm happy. That's all I need. Yeah, other ones would do all sorts of cool things. They would give you like, you know, plushies and all sorts of cool things. Yeah, that's just some lazy little thing. Next up, I want to talk about another one that I really love. Yeah, this is Shenmue, obviously. If you guys don't know, this was obviously in the Dreamcast. Famously, this won most influential game of all time at the BAFTAs recently. So yeah, I mean, it is a really good game. If you guys don't know what this game is, it's basically kind of the first like proper kind of open world-ish game. It's basically what led to Yakuza, the inspiration for Yakuza. It's proto-Yakuza, I like to call it. We're playing as a boy who, Ryu, whose dad's been killed in front of him by this other Kung Fu master, because it's like a beat-em-up game within an open world as well. I mean, he's trying to get revenge, so it's about you kind of exploring the town, speaking to people, and just basically trying to figure out what the hell happened. There's like a day system, basically 45 minutes as a day, and then different, like, the town lives like it is a day, so everything is on a timer. So, you know, shops will open at certain times. At the end of the day, you will have like your clubs and stuff opening. All the NPCs are original characters and all have their own routine for the day as well. It's so amazing. Yeah, it's just an incredible game. I'm just so glad I got this. I bought this alongside my Dreamcast. And yeah, if you guys get a Dreamcast, get this game. There was also the sequel as well, which I actually haven't played yet. But yeah, that's another one in my collection. Next up, this is just more, yeah, again, these aren't like the greatest things, but these are just a couple of cool releases I like. Yeah, these are a couple of the shmups on the Xbox 360. If you guys don't know, the Xbox 360 was kind of a cult console in Japan. And that led to them getting a lot of these amazing shmups or shoot-em-ups. Vertical shooters, bullet hell shooters, whatnot. This is Death Smile, which is a vertical shooter. And yeah, this is a Kai Katana, which is the same thing, but this one's more of a bullet hell kind of game. These are both re-released as well. I think this one recently got a Switch release, and this one is also on like Switch and PS2 and also has a sequel. Yeah, this one's the deluxe edition. So yeah, I think that basically, that just, you know, means it's cool. I think it basically just had a second disc. Yeah, you got the soundtrack with that one basically. Yeah, just both really awesome. Yeah, one of the things, you know, I love collecting for 360, and yeah, shmups are one of the things you should be looking at getting into if you are going to be collecting 360. It's an amazing console. Yeah, these just two really good ones. Not too expensive either because of re-releases and the like. So yeah, these will probably be the first two you'll want to track down if you're into, you know, getting shmups for the 360. Okay, next up, we're going to change things up a bit. We're going to talk about a movie. Yeah, one of my favorite animes of all time, Ghost in the Shell. Yeah, so yeah, this is just, it's one of my favorite movies ever. Yeah, I've got basically, this is just one part of my Ghost in the Shell collection. Yeah, I've got the movie on Blu-ray, UMD, DVD, two DVD versions. I got the double disc edition. They did this one called, I think I have like 3 DVD copies actually. I have like a standard version. Then there was a 2 disc set, which came in a double pack with the sequel, Innocence. And then I also have, I think it was Ghost in Shell 2.5, or 2.0, which was a director's cut, a slightly updated version, which added a couple extra bits and remastered the movie. Yeah, and obviously I got standalone Complex seasons 1 and 2, the movie versions of those, which are just shortened versions of the animes, which just basically gets a lot of the filler out. It basically turns both series into like 2.5-hour movies. It's a weird thing they're doing with animes. And then I also have the what was it called? The Ghost in Shell Arise as well. So I really love Ghost in Shell, if you've noticed. And yeah, I'm so hyped because obviously we got this new series coming out, which is going to basically be anime adaptation of the original anime or the original manga back in the 80s. So I'm really freaking looking forward to that. They've even like, you know, it's got the original art style and everything. It just looks really cool. But yeah, I love this movie. This is the 4K deluxe edition, or like collector's edition thing. So obviously this is a 4K Blu-ray, which obviously, yeah, basically means it was very expensive because they're quite expensive. And yeah, this was basically, this is a thing I do, a little ritual. I don't know if everyone does this, but I like to buy myself birthday presents. It's like, it's one thing I'll do. I'll get myself something I want as a gift for myself for my birthday. Yeah, let me know if any of you guys do that, or if that's just something I do. It's just an excuse to get something I wouldn't get otherwise. Yeah, so I got this about, I think 2 or 3 years back, I think it was, whenever it released. Yeah, and obviously what I love about this is it has an amazing steelbook. We have that, both sides. And you have that in a bit there, and then yeah, it has obviously the movie on 4K, and then it has a second disc here, which is something or other. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it has the regular Blu-ray and then the Ultra Blu-ray or something. Yeah, and you get a bunch of awesome special features. There's even like a full 20, yeah, because this was released for the 25th anniversary of the movie, sorry. 25 years in the future. Oh, or maybe it wasn't 25, honestly, I'm not sure. But yeah, also this thing comes with this as well. And what is this? So this is actually, so we've got this, which is designed by Matt Ferguson, not for resale. This is like a little collection of like kind of art cards. I don't want to open it, so don't mind me on that. And then yeah, we have a an awesome poster as well. I believe this is one of like the original Japanese poster or something. Yeah, so a couple of really cool things there. And yeah, like I said, I love this movie. So yeah, it was just an excuse to rebuy the movie really. If you've noticed, you know, when I like something, I will usually get multiple copies of it. But yeah, this is an amazing version of it. You know, there's a lot of times when some of these 4K transfers and stuff are really bad, like a lot of what bloody James Cameron has done, for example. Like he ruined the 4K releases of like True Lies and Terminator and stuff because he did some weird AI upscaler thing. But no, this looks actually very beautiful. So I think it was about 30 odd quid or something like that. So yeah, a bit much for a movie maybe. But yeah, what are you going to do? Next up, yeah, I'm going to show you some of the cool little Final Fantasy things I have. Yeah, first things first, this one I just love. This is the limited edition Final Fantasy X HD collection for PS4. Yeah, like the first year of the PS4, we got this released, and yeah, it came with an awesome bloody steelbook, which has two versions, you know, the 10 version and the 10.2 version. I love this particular one. As you notice, this is the, you know, my kind of avatar or whatever for my channel, you know, the channel icon. But yeah, this one's also great. This particular version, obviously, it was remastered on PS3 for like the 10-year anniversary, and then they re-released it for PS4. The main difference is this one's 1080p as opposed to 720p, and this restores the original soundtrack, which was obviously removed and replaced in the original. So you can play with the rearranged or the original. And obviously, this is the version that the Switch and the Xbox and PC releases are based off. So yeah, if you get those versions, you're getting that version. So, but the PS4 one is the only one that came with Steelbook, unfortunately. So yeah, it's kind of a bit hard to get hold of now. Next up, I just love these. These are both actually still sealed. So yeah, so I've got Final Fantasy VIII on PS4. Yeah, I had to get this just because obviously this is based on the remaster. This came out a couple of years or so after it released digitally, just randomly came out, and I had to get it just because I love the novelty of having Final Fantasy VIII on a PS4 disc. It's just so fucking cool to me, so I had to get it. Next up, another one. This is the 8 and 7 twin pack, again, just because having 7 and 8 on a actual disc. Again, that's based off the remaster and the, what was it, the HD re-release that you'll find on all platforms now of Final Fantasy VIII. These have like the boosters and speed ups and Encounter None and all those extra little things to make the game a little easier to go through. But yeah, awesome. I just love the fact that I can have 7 and 8 on an actual modern console physically, which is cool. Because I'm sure, like a lot of you, it's very rare for me to hook up my old PS1 to play those games anyway. I'd just play that one instead. And now that we're on Final Fantasy VII, we're going to talk about a couple of things. Yeah, first of all, yeah, Final Fantasy VII Remake Deluxe Edition. Like, I'm just so glad I got this. As soon as they announced this game, I like went straight onto the Square Enix website. I was trying to click my fingers there. It didn't do it straight away. I went straight on the Square Enix website and pre-ordered this pretty much straight away, and I'm so glad I did because another reason why this one in particular is special to me, not just because it's like a remake of Final Fantasy VII and Part 1, I think was such a big deal, but because I got to get this game a week early. This was a weird thing they did on the Square Enix website where a bunch of people got an early copy of the game a whole week early. So I got to complete this game before most people actually got a chance to play it. So yeah, probably got it within the same period of time as a lot of reviewers. Maybe they got it a week or so before that as well. But yeah, for that reason I love it. And obviously, yeah, this one's awesome because yeah, again, like the usual, yeah, you get the game. We have this awesome steelbook. This is the one with Sephiroth. Yeah, and then the little art book and an actual CD with 12 tracks, which is awesome. One thing I really love that Square Enix do, because a lot of these people in that a lot of these releases, they will just give you a digital soundtrack, and I really hate that. It's so cool to just, you know, maybe not everyone listens to a CD, but it's just cool to actually have a physical thing. And yeah, I got the deluxe edition for Rebirth as well. But the problem is with Rebirth is I ended up buying it from like Game, so I had to get it on the day, or was it Amazon or wherever. So I didn't get it a week early, unfortunately. But yeah, it's another one that I really like, and I'm glad I got. You know, this one's even bigger. Such a cool release, in my opinion. Yeah, as you know, I love Final Fantasy VII, or Final Fantasy in general. But yeah, this one's awesome because it has a bigger art book, has a cool steelbook. No spoilers, but yeah. Cover as well, and this one has a bit more of a substantial CD, obviously still sealed. 12 tracks again, a little mini soundtrack thing, but yeah, just a really, again, just a cool release. Yeah, so when Part 3 is like finally announced or whatever to come out, like I'm gonna probably buy off the Square Enix website. Also, another cool thing, I'm so glad that it's coming to Switch 2 as well. I'm going to be buying that pretty much straight away. Now that we're on Final Fantasy 7. Yeah, another thing I have, one of my favorites. Again, still sealed. This is the Final Fantasy 7 Material Ultimania. And what is this? So essentially, this is an encyclopedia of the whole game. So you get key visuals, illustrations, planning materials, and stuff to do with the soundtrack. Yeah, this is basically just everything you need to know about Final Fantasy 7. This is specifically for part 1. Yeah, this got announced, and then I had to pretty much get it straight away. Yeah, one thing people may not know, basically, Ultimanias are a thing they've been doing in Japan. I think it actually started off with the original Final Fantasy 7, but in Japan, there would always, Final Fantasy games would always be accompanied with, obviously, the strategy guide, an Ultimania, and a Battlemania. Ultimania, like I said, was basically an encyclopedia of the world and background, all that. And the Battlemania was specifically about like the battle system and the intricacies and cool little things like that. But yeah, I'm so glad I have that. You know, if they announce Rebirth one, I'm getting that as well, definitely. And last but not least, this is a really cool one. Yeah, this one you guys might think is pretty badass. Yeah, so this is actually the Undertale Collector's Edition. Yeah, and don't laugh, but I've actually not played Undertale. But yeah, basically they announced this Collector's Edition, and obviously this was at a time when Undertale hype was massive, because everyone knows that this game was basically became like, it was viral for a very long time, wasn't it? People playing it, making videos about it, all sorts. And it's the fact that it's an RPG, turn-based RPG, where you can actually not fight any enemies, and it kind of, the game promotes you not to do that and to do more of a pacifist run. But yeah, I had to get this, and yeah, as you will see already, the greatest thing about this collector's edition, I'm trying to like fiddle with it. It has this locket. Yeah. And you know what's awesome about this locket? This is not just any old locket. This is... it's a music box. Yeah. You just twist it on the back there. Pretty cool, isn't it? Yeah, it's just going to play for a bit longer. I believe that's like the main theme of the game or something. We'll let it play out for a second, but yeah, I actually have to open it up to show you. So yeah, this comes with two cool things. Obviously, a still sealed physical copy of the game on PS4. I do actually have a digital copy, just haven't played it yet. And then it actually has the collector's edition soundtrack, yeah, which actually has a couple of discs, yeah. And it has like the sheet music in here as well, of the tracks. How cool is that, right? This was done by Fangamer, who, yeah, they, really cool. I've got a few things off them now and then. Like, yeah, they will do releases of indie games and stuff. And yeah, usually do cool collector's editions, like I have a Dead Cells one from them for the Switch and a couple other bits. But yeah, that is pretty much it. That's like some of my favorite things in my collection. Yeah, thanks for watching if you guys did. Really appreciate it. Yeah, as you can see, I like to collect a wide variety of different things. And yeah, if anyone sees this video, I'd love to hear from you guys. Please tell me what it is that you like in your collection, or yeah, I mean, or tell me if there's anything in this that you're envious of, you know. But yeah, anyway guys, as always, thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll catch you in the next one.